Good evening, everyone. This is Chris and Josh Kiwis in the booth, live with some Full Throttle Cup Series racing here at the Lady in Black 150 in beautiful virtual Darlington, South Carolina. We've got the grid already fully gridded up. We're going to go ahead and get through your qualifying here. Is rolling off pole position tonight will be that 99 of Colin Forrester. As Chris trying to get the cameras, I think, switched right here. There we go. As you'll see, Colin Forrester in pole position with Josh Sushi outside of him in that second spot. AJ Green going to roll off in that third position with Kyler McCarthy in fourth. David Schmill in fifth with William Brown in sixth. Kip Easley in seventh with Lucas Nilges in eighth. Jeremy Zarfos in ninth with Matthew Fitz in 10th. Brian Pesser going to be in 11th with Kevin Click in 12th. Jimmy Barr in 13th with Ken Baum Jr. 14th. Robbie Bice going to roll off 15th with Zuber rolling off 16th here tonight. Then you're going to have Andrew May in that 17th position with 18th going to be rolling off to Bill Hells. They're starting to get all whacked out there for a second for that 19th position, because I'm not sure who is rolling off 19th here right now. I think it's they're going all out of whack here, so I do apologize about that. But as I think Chris says, he is having some SDK issues, so I do apologize about that. He will get it fixed here. Can you reset it right quick? As yeah, Chris will get that going through. Our SDK is going crazy right now. I do apologize about that. As I see positions going everywhere. It looks like Andrew May was given an EOL, so that's why we're seeing drivers all out of position. They were having to let him by there. As the caution has been extended here, we'll get to our initial start here in just one moment. But man, we're seeing some beautiful looking throwbacks. We'll get to some on-car views here, let you see some of these beautiful throwbacks in the field tonight. But you can for sure see that 99 Mac tonight of Colin Forrester, a beautiful race car. But what we'll see here is if Colin Forrester is going to be able to hold his tires. We know last week at Kansas was wicked fast, but fell off in the first 25. We'll see how he does here at the Lady of Black, the track that they say is too tough to tame, Darlington, South Carolina. Just a couple hours away from me and Chris. We would love to be right here in this racetrack watching these guys live right now. I guess virtually we are, but you know, imagine sitting up there in the stands, Chris, watching these guys roll off the grid. Whew, that's a show right there. So we'll see some good, like I said, some good throwbacks, some good racing, and we'll get to some green flag racing here as Colin Forrester, Josh Susi is going to roll off the back straightaway roll into the back straightaway off turn 2. As tonight we will have some in-car some driver caution interviews. We do have a couple drivers that have told us they wouldn't mind. So if we don't get to you tonight, we will get to you within the next following weeks. It's not going to be one of those things. Every caution we're going to be ripping everybody out, because I know sometimes there's a lot of strategy that needs to be played. Ones that we feel like, you know, we can bring you up there, and we will bring you up there. But we are going to enjoy that little bit of personality and stuff we're going to get from our drivers, as we are going to roll off green. Chris still having a little bit of SDK issues, but we're going to roll through it here. We're in TV2 camera. We're watching our pole sitter, Colin Forrester and Josh Susi, roll out of turn 4 here. It is about to go green flag here at Darlington for the Lady in Black 150. We are live, baby. The 99 of Colin Forrester, great start. The 27 of David Smith Jr. got off to a big start. Almost got right up into that rear of AJ Green, and they're going to go off, shoot it into turn 1 and 2. As the 99 and the 81 going to roll side by side. Pretty much going to be too wide to the whole field here. It looks like we already got a caution out. Not sure for who. As Chris is trying to get his SDK to, for some reason, not want to work with us right now. Just trying to figure out off of seeing SDK who that was, but not sure. We will figure it out here eventually. Again, do apologize about the issues we are having with SDK here right now. It looks like it was Bill Hells that crashed, I see, in my timing. So yeah, Bill Hells definitely did crash right there, right at the start. And it looks like, oh, yo, we back, Chris?
Yeah, it's not working for some reason. I can't get the live timing to work, but as you see there, it looks like Bill Hell's getting up into the quarter panel of the 22. Andrew May, gonna send him around.
Oh, is it like the overlay not working?
Yeah, the overlay's just not working. I'm trying to get it going here in the background, but yeah, we see right there. It looks like just got down on that bottom line, just kind of forced him up into the 22, got him sideways. You know, he's gonna take a little bit of damage to that right side, but hey, he's gonna be able to keep it going.
And just what I was expecting, possibly to happen here at Darlington. We know this track can be definitely a little, you know, not to poke at the catchphrase of this track, can be tough. I mean, it really can be. It can be as tough as one of those cookout shakes you see right there. Have you ever gotten a shake from Cookout? You got to wait about 45 minutes before you can even attempt to try to drink it through a straw. Those things are tight. I mean, goodness gracious, it is hard to try to drink a Cookout shake. But man, it's gonna be tough here. It really is. I think these drivers are gonna have to settle in. They're gonna have to really find a groove, and it's going to be hard to find a groove at a track like Darlington. It can almost be like one of those nights we had at Dover, where there's not cautions sporadically like a Martinsville every couple seconds, but it's going to be hard to get into a groove. And once they get settled, we're going to be in a long green flag run. I feel like. I mean, Darlington is one of those tracks. Once you find that pace, find that momentum, find where you're supposed to run, where you're supposed to be at in the heat of things, it works out for you. And it definitely is a tough track, not the hardest track in the world, but it can definitely catch you out just like that. It's one of those tracks. You got to be on your P's and Q's here. Expecting to see some good runs here, though, as we're going to switch those positions around. Colin Forrester did lose that lead position to Joshua Susi, so we'll see if that Nitro 81 of Josh Susi will be able to get out here and possibly get a good lead going. AJ Green, that car in that 97 FedEx machine, we know he's been doing well here these last 2 weeks. Raced last week for the first time again in a while here in the Full Throttle Cup Series, and it's good to see him rolling really strong here. I mean, hey, he's putting up a good fight. And he's going to get up here and try to possibly race for the lead here, as you see that Nitro 24 as well. All these beautiful throwbacks, that Jeff Gordon throwback right there. You see the Jimmy Johnson throwback behind him. You just got all these beautiful race cars through the field. And it's looking like it could be one of those nights, Chris. We might get another Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch. That would be pretty cool. As the pace car will take that hard left turn. You can go ahead and keep trying to work on that overlay there, Chris. We'll roll out of turn 4. And it'll be the 81 of Josh Susi setting the field to green. Oh, and he got a big bump from Kyler McCarthy. That's going to check that inside lane up. But Susi got a really big restart. And that's going to make him fire off of the turn 1. He's going to be able to drive it full throttle through turn 1 and 2. Really going to be able to put it to the wall. So will Colin Forrester, but the rest of the field going to have to check up. This could be what Joshua Susi and co needed to really break that gap right there. As you see, everybody starting to get a little bit single file here in the top 5, but AJ Green going to bring it down the back straightaway. He's going to try to take it to Kyler McCarthy into turn 3 here. But as you roll into turn 3, really got to hit that brake zone as you see the Earnhardt Towers come close to you. And you got to roll that wall there out of turn 4. It's so sketchy. You think you're close to it sometimes, but then you see the guy in front of you really ripping it. And when you go up and try to rip it, you rip the side of the car off. I mean, it can be sketchy here at a track like Darlington, trying to be on pace every single lap, especially when the tires go off. You got to really dive that turn 2 exit there, too, and kind of hit the apron to shoot you straight out towards the wall. So, but you see that 99 of Colin Forrester doing what he did last week, starting to show early fast speed, but will it come back to bite him? We know here at Darlington, tires fall off really, really, really fast. We'll see how Colin Forrester is going to be able to hold on to that. But so far through the field, not a lot of movers in the top 10. Realistically, it's just Josh Susi and Colin Forrester and Kip Beasley and William Brown in 6th and 7th as well that switch positions. Other than that, top 10 through 30 is they're going crazy with their position switch. But as we're getting a really close race here for this lead position, we'll see that 99 of Colin Forrester pull it to that back bumper of that 81 of Josh Susi. And knowing a track like Darlington, being behind somebody can sometimes be more annoying than anything. I mean, this track is one of those things that, yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can really drive the pace of the lead runner sometimes and it be very comfortable. But if you're a driver that really wants to make the pass, trying to be at a track like Darlington can really frustrate you because it's a track that the door can get shut on you so easily trying to enter a corner. You get your nose cut off one time wrongly, and we see what happens. We saw what that happened to last week at Kansas. We saw a lot of, or maybe that was Dover, not sure which one, but, we've seen tippers flare here. We know they can flare again, so yeah, that was Kansas. So we'll see how it goes as they're going to drive it off here into turn 1. And I think Chris You said you got the overlay working.
Yeah, I do got it working, so we're back in business. Don't know what was happening there. You saw a couple of things pop up on screen. Do apologize about that. We got
I can take a breath now, man. Woo!
Yeah, everything was working perfectly fine until I swapped over to the stream and it stopped working.
It always does that to us. It always
every
does that
time,
to us.
every time, and I don't know why it keeps doing
Hey,
it.
but look at this race we got building up behind third place here, though, Chris. 24 Colin McCarthy, Davis Mill, the two Nitro teammates. We know how the Nitro drivers are. They'll race each other hard in the early race, but they don't want to really take each other out. They know they're smart, but look at Kip Beasley, the number 8 Candyman machine, rolling up to the inside. We'll see if that, whoa, they might make contact. He's going to have to check out of the gas. That's going to allow the 9 of William Brown and the 3 of Lucas Nilges. And everybody knows what that 3 car is supposed to be, obviously.
Yeah, whoa, you see Kip Beasley get up to that middle lane. He's going to check it back down to that bottom lane. We're seeing a
Way
lot
to recover, though, from Kip, though.
Yeah, good recovery there. We're going to go back up here on front just to see what's going on with Josh Susie and that 99 of Colin Forrester, as right now they've just kind of swapped positions, as I heard you say earlier, Josh. They just kind of swapped positions right now. They're just kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. So we'll see if Colin Forrester can hang on to the back of that 81.
He's starting to roll that outside lane hard. He's going to get big speed coming out of corner exit here, Chris. This might be where Colin Forrester could make the pass, but I was about to say the 81 found that inside line and made it stick. 97 AJ Green, though, just kind of in his own little bubble here for the moment. He's got Kyler McCarthy 5/10 behind him, but we know those two Nitro teammates pretty close together. If AJ Green could separate himself by maybe a 10th or 2 more, he could really start to reel in Colin Forrester and Josh Susie if he tried hard enough. But hey, only this early into the race, I really don't think anybody's trying that hard unless you started way in the back and you know you got the pace to get up front.
Yeah, so we're riding on board here with that number 3 that's finished 3rd place last week. Lucas Nilges doing a good job up here in 8th place. We see him kind of holding on to his starting position, but looks like he is trying to roll that top lane. You know, riding that wall is definitely risky, but if you do it and do it right, you can make up a lot of speed. As you see him starting to pull up to the back bumper here of that 8 of Kip Easley, but we're going to just keep going back here through the field, just see if we can see any drivers that have any battling going on. As I'm going to keep an eye in the ticker for this Kip Easley Lucas Nilges battle, but right now just everybody looks like they're kind of single filed out, nobody really racing for position. As I say that, we go back
bump.
Yeah, we go back here as we see that 5 of Ryan Broderick driving hopefully not the same outcome as that 5 machine Sunday.
But a good looking throwback still.
Good
even
looking throwback.
Everybody loves Texas Terry Labonte.
Yes, we do.
And if you say you don't, you're a dirty, filthy liar.
So it looks like not a lot of battling going on up here in the front. Like I said, everybody just,
Colin Forrester retook the lead. I didn't even realize that.
Yes, it didn't even show me on my ticker until I clicked on that.
Let's see.
It looks like he's starting to lose a lot of pace here. So Colin Forrester looks like he's got the better setup.
He passed him at lap 14, it says.
Okay, so 2 laps ago, just when we were going through the field. Sorry, we were kind of discombobulated here tonight. We had, all that stuff going on with the SDK, so I'm kind of
I feel like we're playing a game of catch-up here for a second.
Yeah, just playing a little game of catch-up. But right now, looks like we'll go back up on board here with that 99 of Colin Forrester. Do love that throwback, man. Any Bill Elliott throwback is a good throwback to me. So that is a beautiful looking race car.
We got a lot of good looking race cars out here tonight, Chris, as you see. The 81, he's really going to try to possibly reclaim what he was doing. But, what we said, though, last week in Kansas, Colin Forrester has very, very good early speed. We know that for a fact. He's got great setups. He's got fast setups. But it's just, is he going to be able to manage the tires here? Will he be able to keep all 4 under him for this duration? We'll have to see. And that's where I think we'll have to see this curve from Colin Forrester. He's shown a lot of good speed this season, but he's just been catching himself in either running off the tires off the thing or, just unlucky, situations. So you really get to see the learning curve of a driver as you watch through it. And we've watched Colin before. We know he's a great driver, but it's just one of those things. Sometimes it seems like he's either caught in the mess when he shouldn't be, or he's really fast here these past 2 weeks. Last week just burned the tires off of it, and then after that just kept getting himself caught into situations where it was a little bit hard to come up. Yeah, I was about to say he was wobbling there for a second,
Yeah,
But we'll see if Colin Forster will be able to regain some momentum tonight, Chris. I'll let you say what you want to say here in a second, and you know, really prove that he is here.
Ooh,
He is here to drive, and he here is to race.
I was gonna say he's getting really close to that wall. He did bobble there for a second, maybe got into the wall just a little bit. Not too bad though. But I love watching these drivers dive it down below that white line, and then you see them go all the way up there against the wall. I love watching that. I was watching it during practice, and a lot of drivers taking that same line, you know. But you know that's the line you got to take to be fast around here.
Chris, I just realized I do not have your cameras saved onto mine.
As a battle for third place now, AJ Green is under attack. Kyler McCarthy going to take that inside on AJ Green. So now AJ Green going to fall back to that fourth position. So third place taken over by Kyler McCarthy. David Smill now also looking to poke his nose in here as he's going to dive to the inside. Let's see if he's going to force that 97 to back out, or if the 97 is just going to ride that wall and stay full throttle. I do know that they have to shift coming down the back straightaway. Whoa, as it looks like William Brown getting a little loose, but that's going to open up the door for him. He's going to take that inside line, and he's going to get around that 27. So now fifth place. Whoa, as I say that, he gets into the wall. So now the 27.
This could be trouble here. This could be trouble here.
Yeah.
They just got to keep their composure.
Yeah, David Smill could have really sent William Brown for a ride there. Could have saw like Andrew May saw just a second ago, you know, just going around in the corner. But he is going to back out of it.
It's tight. Oh, man. Oh, and that's going to put Nilges into the wall. But, hey, it's Darlington. Got your first stripe of the night. Keep it going.
Yeah, you know, that little smack's not going to really hurt you too bad. You know, this track, you're going to probably smack that wall just a couple of times more.
You do know, though, Chris, those updated damage models that they've been doing over the last year on these cars, one bad smack, you can bust the toe link on these things. So you've got to be careful still. The body might not be beat up, but, hey, you hit it one wrong way. That steering wheel is about, and it sounds like 99 of Colin Forster giving it a little bit of a Darlington stripe down the front stretch. But, you know, you get that steering wheel just a little bit over, Chris, and it completely kills the way your car feels, so.
We're going to ride on board here with Colin Forster. Just see how he's running that. See, he's getting all the way up against the wall. Maybe a little bit of a tap going into it. He's going to back out of it, just kind of roll through this corner. Not all the way up against it. But coming down this front stretch, that transition change there can really unsettle the car. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this going through here tonight.
Oh, he's hitting the wall.
Yeah, all up the way up into the corner.
Oh, he's loose off corner exit as well. So here we go, Chris. It's lap 25. Let's see if he's going to start having this fall off. I mean, Susie is catching him.
I was about to say, that's why I clicked on his driver name. I just noticed that he had put about a half a second's time on him. So he is really starting to catch him. And also behind him, Kyler McCarthy starting to slowly creep up into the picture of these two drivers up in the front. They had almost a 3-second gap to those to that third, fourth, and fifth place position. And now AJ Green, Kyler McCarthy starting to see those drivers starting to get closer and closer in that front windscreen. Speaking of getting closer and closer, Colin Forster is seeing Joshua Susie get closer and closer in that rear view.
Yeah, 2/10 a lap, Chris. He just went from 9/10 down to 7/10. We'll see if he'll be able to gain even more here. 99 wobbled there again. As you're out on board here with him, you can really hear the tires getting chewed up. He's driving the wheels off this thing right now.
Yeah, as you see up in that top right corner, you can definitely see the player there. Joshua Susie. I don't know why I said that. You can see Joshua Susie up in that rear view, starting to get closer and closer. You're starting to make out, hey, that's not a. As you see a little bit of dust coming off there. So getting into the wall.
That player.
Is that 99? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. I just for some reason said it like that. But yeah, Joshua Susie starting to really creep up on that 99's back bumper. And like I said, Josh, now Kyler McCarthy about 2 seconds off. So, I take that back, about a second and a half. So that's what it was from Colin Forster. So I do apologize about that. But now AJ Green is starting to close that bumper up too. So they could be starting to battle for this lead position here before too long.
Yeah, I think they're going to be battling here as well in a second. He's in the wall a little bit again. I mean, Collins managed the gap at an 8/10 interval, so.
Yes, right now you're riding on board here with Kyler McCarthy. He is slowly reeling him in. He was about a second and a half. Now he's under a second to that 81 of Joshua Susi. So maybe these two drivers up in the front, Colin Forster, Joshua Susi, they wore those tires down, and now it's starting to come back and bite them in the rear because Kyler McCarthy, AJ McGreen is starting to have the Jaws theme playing in their head.
Kyler's driving the car hard too. He's not driving definitely as hard as Forster possibly, but in 1 and 2 he was definitely running it hard. Not as tough there in 3 and 4, so I'll take my words back. But definitely driving, and look at that, Chris. Another 10th down. He's only 6/10 down from Susi as we'll ride back on board here. That's that 27 of David Smill Jr. and that Jimmy Johnson throwback. You see last week's race winner, the turn 2 terribles of Ken Baum Jr. That Toyota, he started in 14th here tonight, all the way up in 7th. A little loose, but you know what they say, Chris, loose is fast, and he looks fast tonight as he started 14th, rolling in the top 10 as he's going to try to get himself past this David Smill William Brown combo. That would be a twofer and roll him up into that top 5 if he was able to make the pass on both these drivers. And it looks like he is going to go for the pass on David Smill. So far, he is past him, and he will make it stick through the corner. So David Smill Jr. going to give up that 6th position to Ken Baum Jr. as the two juniors are going to be fighting right there. As we'll see him pull up on William Brown here. We'll see if William Brown is going to have any trouble with Ken Baum Jr. If he'll just be able to hold him off, but it looks like right now, Ken. Oh, when I say that, the nine's having trouble with the wall. That should just allow the 2 and everybody here on the inside to. Maybe he'll be able to gather back up, but Ken Baum definitely should make this pass stick here.
Yeah, if you're that 9 machine, you don't want to be on that outside lane. That is definitely a sketchy place to be going too wide into turn 1. But it looks like he's going to make it stick. I think Ken Baum was just like, hey man, I think I'm going to back out and just let you have it.
Catch and drop Susi.
Yeah, as I was just looking that in the timing.
Oh, look at that, AJ Green as well. I didn't realize in the interval that he was right there as well.
Whoa!
This has become a 3-car battle here for 2nd position. Yeah, Susi into the wall a little bit. That's going to allow the 97 of AJ Green to pull up. We'll see if he'll be able to get this position as well, as 24 just really made that an easy move down the front stretch. As the 81 got on the wall, he just flew past with 97 AJ Green. Whoa. Big momentum off the corner. Yeah, he's going to make that pass stick easily.
I wonder if Susi was.
AJ Green is now in 3rd.
I wonder if Susi was going to take that bottom lane and let 97 go by.
Ooh, Colin Forster like he was just wobbling up there.
I was wondering if AJ or Joshua Susi was going to let AJ Green by, and they had the same idea at the same time as you saw them both dive down to the bottom. Or maybe that 81 got a little loose coming out of corner exit. But yeah, like you said, Josh, AJ Green going to able to get around him. Going to now battle Kyler McCarthy for that 2nd place. But going to go back here and look and see with that Ken Baum Jr. Battle. Like you said, last week's race winner. Going on the inside there of William Brown. Let's see if William Brown can make it stick on the outside or if he's just going to roll it past him. Looks like that outside lane is where it's at right now.
Chris, and I got to say, Colin Forster's doing a good job right now. 36 laps. He's still holding a 1-second interval. It was just 1 and 4/10, so I will say we'll have to see. You know, he was able to get a good little gap from those 3 cars battling there for that 3rd, 2nd, and, you know, Josh Susi, AJ Green, and Kyler McCarthy battling. So he was able to get a little bit of a gap, but it looks like Kyler McCarthy definitely has some long run speed. And we know those Nitro cars, Chris, definitely have long run speed. Every time we get long green flag runs, they always seem to be fast. We'll just have to see if Kyler McCarthy's going to be able to keep this pace as he's slowly reeling him in. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, it looks like somebody was flying down the track. Was that Ken Baum Jr. or Josh Susi? Like Susi. That was Susi. Coming off of turn 2 there. It looked like Susi. You saw him in the back. Yeah, he drove down the tracks of our arch. It must have got that tight loose, you know, as you're coming off the corner tight, and then you gas it up, and then you just shoot down the track. Because you loosen up all of a sudden.
Yeah, as right now, I'm looking at the ticker. I don't see any close battles. The closest battle I see for position right now is Robbie Bice. Right now, he is about to put the moves on Michael Zuver in that 96 machine. Which that 96 machine looking really good. I also like that Rusty Wallace throwback. Any kind of Rusty Wallace throwback, I will take it. I will take it. So it looks like Robbie Bice going to make a move to the inside. I'm also looking up here as actually, Josh, as I saw it, Colin Forster under attack.
Kyler McCarthy is definitely trying to put the Rainbow Warrior to use here. As AJ Green's not letting him go either. I mean, that man is sticking to him like a bad Band-Aid. He is not wanting to let go.
As it looks like Colin Forrester under attack now. Colin McCarthy on that inside
Big
lane.
drive in from McCarthy.
Yeah, but we've
Too
seen
wide coming down here, Chris.
We've seen that outside lane working, but it doesn't look like it's going to work here for him. Colin McCarthy going to at least lead lap 40.
Whoa.
Or lap 39, excuse me.
That was tight. Good racing going on here between these three drivers.
Yes, I love some good green flag racing. This is one of those things that I was looking forward to whenever Robbie.
Big move here from the 97 AJ Green.
As I just saw that, a little bit of a bobble there from the 99 of Colin Forrester. Those tires might be starting to creep up into the picture now.
As we'll see the 97 get a little bit of looseness there coming off the corner. Still going to be able to make the pass stick. And that's some fast FedEx right there, Chris. I want him as my delivery driver as he is whipping past traffic. And he's moved himself up into that second position. AJ Green started third but fell back to about, fifth? And he's rolled his way back up here through this green flag run and done an excellent job. As Colin McCarthy is your current leader here at lap 41. Joshua Susi, your original outside pole sitter, going to be right there in that fifth spot. But last week's race winner, and I want to say since we've been calling, Chris has won 3 races?
I think 3 races. I'm about to figure it all out. I haven't.
We don't have an official stat sheet because I don't know why. We have a Sim Racing Hub page, like Sim Racer Hub or whatever it's called. I see one for the league. It just
I think they started charging for it or something. Is what
they
Robbie
might have.
told
Who
me.
knows? Who knows? I'm not sure. It used to just be free. You could look up any league back in the day. So, but it's whatever. We've been going back through streams and trying to get like a a series recap kind of thing. But I know Ken Baum Jr. has been fast, Chris. We'll see if he's going to be able to get up here and make a run here. Turn 2 Terrible's driver has had a fast Toyota week in and week out, and it looks like, again, the Toyotas are just going to beat fast. I mean, we got AJ Green, Colin Forrester, and Ken Baum, but we'll have to see if Colin Forrester, maybe it was just a little bit of unluckiness. We'll have to see if he'll be able to hold on to these guys, but right now he's, what is that? He's a second and 4/10 off the leader, a second and 2 off of AJ Green. Hopefully he'll be able to hold this third place position. He's either thinking, I want to caution right now, or they might do some green flag stops here within the next few handful of laps. I'm not sure how many. I don't really know the pit stop cycles here. I haven't drove these cars either in a really long time. I'm like a Gen 6 iRacing A-class driver, so it's been a while since I've drove these things. Drove the Gen 7 cars, just haven't drove them in a while, so I'm not used to the all-new fuel regulation and all that on them, so if I don't have somebody literally telling me I'm going to run out of fuel here, I have no clue, man. I'm no Larry McReynolds.
As I see Nick Cannon is a lap down. I'm not sure what happened between Nick Cannon and Brett Strickler, why they came down pit lane. I want to say this is
Brett
Shane
Strickler connected really late.
Okay. So I see Shane Weldon is about to come a lap down. We see
he's in the wall.
Ryan Broderick also up there. I was just trying to see who those drivers were. As now Colin McCarthy starting to drive into that lap traffic. This is going to be interesting to see how he gets
Ken
through
Baum down
this.
pit road. Ken Baum's down pit road.
Ken Baum is down pit. Yeah, so
I was thinking they were going to come pit soon, but I didn't want to sound like overconfident and be like, yeah, they're going to come pit soon. But I figured with 150 laps, they were going to have to pit, right? So it's going to be a 3-stop, I would assume. Yeah, 45. So, yeah, it's going to be a 3-stopper. So
yeah, we do know they have 4 sets of tires to play with. So
now let's see if Colin McCarthy can take advantage of this right here, Chris. Sorry, continue.
No, I was just going to say they have 4 sets of tires to play with. So, not coming down pit lane as much. They're hoping they don't have these cautions. You can tear your tires up here really fast at Darlington. So it's going to be interesting to see. Also, Jeremy Zarfos just now coming down pit lane as well. So a lot of the Turn 2 Terribles guys are deciding to go ahead and pull that trigger on the pit lane stops. But we'll see how this 24 and this 97, Colin McCarthy and AJ Green, get through this lap traffic. You see him get around. Oh,
that's Don
Shane
DeGroot
Weldon.
and Ryan Broderick in front of him.
Yeah, you see Don DeGroot.
Oh, this is going to be tight for them. 97 going to 61 into the wall. Oh, this might open the door for the 97 on the backstretch. He's going to get a big run through the corner here. He should get a big run off the corner here.
No,
but that lap car is going to be in his way. That was the perfect run there for AJ Green to set him up into turn 3, man. Nothing on Ryan Broderick. That's not his fault at all. Did the right thing to get out of the way, but if you're AJ Green, you're kicking air right now, man. You're punching air, I should say.
Jimmy
Because,
Barr,
man, you're
Chris Lynn
kicking
down
yourself
pit
off
lane.
of that one. But A.J. Green still looks like he's got a good run going here, Chris. And he's going to try to make this move here. As you see, Jeremy Zarfo is getting those right side tires. But going back on board here out of turn 2, it looks like the 97 might get another big run. 24 blocking that inside lane. And here he goes. Now the FedEx machine going to go to the inside. It'll be Toyota versus Chevy here going into turns 3 and 4. As they're going to back it off on the brake, get back into the gas. And as they roll through corner exit here, it's going to be the 97. Going to kick himself to the lead. A.J. Green, Lou leader here at lap number 50.
Good pass there from that 97, Josh. Like you said, you saw that 97, A.J. Green setting it up. Whoa, bad drive in the corner
yeah,
one
but
there.
There he goes. You can't overdrive it, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say that, that's what the issue is there. You can have that good run, but if you mess it up just one time, it'll really shoot you in the foot. But it looks like Kyler McCarthy not really taking advantage of that too much.
He's running really wide up in the corner. Looks like he got a little bit over-ambitious maybe on corner entry. It looked like he had to back out a little bit. Maybe it was just the way the camera looked. I don't know, but it definitely looked like he backed out a little bit more. And Nilji's down pit road, yes.
Yeah. Colin Forster, Lucas Nilji's down pit lane.
So we should start seeing the rest of our leaders coming down here, I would assume, within the next 2-3 laps. Possibly, I would say the max they're going to go here is 5. As it looks like the 97 going to do the virtual wave, and he's going to come down pit road. Big checkup incoming here from A.J. Green, and a great checkup from A.J. Green. He's going to get right down to 45 miles an hour. What a nice entry there from A.J. Green, Chris. And, we said it last week, but we'll really hit on it this week. Those pit stops entries are so important at a track like Darlington.
It is.
You have to make, at Talladega, you can check up a little bit as long as you get good on your pit box and get a good out. You can still kind of make up if you're with the pack. But at a track like Darlington, it's so easy and so, just easy. I guess that's the only word I have to put to lose time. As you see, Kyler McCarthy going to stay out and try, hopefully, to maybe get something. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if there's any strategy going into that. I'm sure Kyler McCarthy's just on his set schedule, and he'll come down here soon.
Yeah, it looks like David Smill Jr. going to go ahead and pull that pit stop trigger. So he's going to come down, get those fresh tires and fuel. See who else decides to come down pit lane. Doesn't look like Kyler McCarthy's really decided. It looks like William Brown going to go ahead and decide to come down pit lane. Joshua Susi going to stay out. So he's going to try to make up at least one more lap's time on these drivers. Hope for a caution.
McCarthy's going to come down soon. Kip Easley is starting to catch him on fresh tires. And once you start getting passed by lappers, you've got to realize, okay, I might be losing time. So I would assume he's coming down pit road here soon.
Yeah, that's what I would assume. Whoa, looks like the
DeGroot,
61.
Big loose.
Yeah, it looks like the 61 of Don DeGroot got really big loose coming out of
That's
turn 4.
That's a pucker factor right there for Susi.
It looks like Susi going to go ahead and stay out. Matthew Fitz going to also at least stay out one more time, but he's probably, as I say that,
A.J. Green, go. Man, I thought A.J. Green was about to get himself in a red car sandwich right there. Yeah, you saw it, Chris. As soon as A.J. Green started diving for it, I don't think Matthew Fitz was... he probably expected him to go there, but didn't think he was going to do it, and he did it. So it just... It got him out of his rhythm a little bit.
Good-looking race car right there.
The Chicken Pit 28 going to be... And, I was expecting a Davey Allison throwback. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah.
But, Robbie does always run like Davey Allison cars anyway, so...
Yeah, would it really be a throwback?
Yeah, would it really be a throwback if Robbie was running the Davey car?
As you see, the 27 on his way out of pit lane, David Smill Jr. So it looks like Kyler McCarthy going to go ahead.
Now he's going to pull the trigger, Chris.
But
you see how slow he's getting in on pit lane compared to how A.J. Green came flying down the track? Mm-hmm. He pretty much entered pit road right on the exit of turn 3 into turn 4, whereas he was entering down the backstretch. So we'll have to see how the pit cycles are going to play out here, as Susi, Matthew Fitz, and Bill Hells are your only 3 drivers that have not come down pit road, but Ken Baum Jr., he's going to be your new leader here, Chris. So Ken Baum Jr. is your leader, played the pit stop right after the pit stop cycles go through, and A.J. Green will pick up that virtual second position.
Yeah, as right now, Bill Hells coming down pit lane. So Kyler McCarthy going to just now be hitting his pit stop.
It's definitely going to be Ken Baum Jr. as your leader.
We'll have to see how this plays out. Right now,
Matthew Fitz down pit road.
Matthew
Actually,
Fitz down pit road.
where is? Oh wait, no, Susie hasn't pitted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Susie hasn't pitted yet.
I forgot we were talking about Kyle McCarthy, not Josh Susie. Woo!
Michael Zuver getting around, and then you also
Here
see
comes AJ Green.
97 to AJ Green. So if you're Susie, you're looking at this right now, and you're going, I am losing way too much time, because he is losing way too much time out on the track.
Yeah, this
right
is
now.
probably going to put him back in about 10th position, I would assume.
Yeah, once he comes down pit lane, this
I mean, because look where McCarthy's
he's in the wall right now.
To, Chris. McCarthy's in 6th position right now, so he cycled back pretty rough. From leading the race back to 6th, and Ken Baum Jr., I mean, he's going to retake the lead here in a soon. I mean, 81's still not coming down, so we'll just have to wait for him to come down. But
wonder if this is a strategy play. He's trying to, maybe hope for a caution to come out, because right now there's only 3 cars on the lead lap. You know, everybody's got fresh tires.
He came down pit road, everybody would just stay out and get the lap back.
Yeah, you are right. It looks like maybe no. I don't know. As I'm watching the 81 right now, it looks like maybe getting on. No, he's going to stay out. This is a very interesting strategy here from the 81.
Kevin Click passed. No, Kevin Click. He's assumed 4th position after the pit stop cycles. Didn't realize he moved up so far. That's almost, what we call sneaky fast, Chris. 25's just moved his way up. So good job there from the Turn 2 Terribles. 25 machine. I was about to say it. Speaking of as well, Nick Cannon all the way up into 14. As obviously we can tell what that's supposed to be.
Yes, we can obviously.
But you can't trust Nick Cannon with his liveries. They look like they're the Rail livery until you get close.
I just noticed George Wood, the 68. I've never seen that driver out there.
You are absolutely correct, Chris. Well, we didn't get to the qualifying with SDK, so
yes, we didn't.
You apologize there, George. If you're a George Wood fan, well, there you go. We finally have acknowledged him. We do apologize about that. We did not even notice. We're so used to seeing all these drivers in here that, hey, it's okay if we don't talk about, a couple of them sometimes. They're spooled anyways, so they'll get over it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah. But, hey, good to see George Wood out there, man. Appreciate having a new driver out there. And the number 68, that's a number I can get down with, just because it's a random number. I love those numbers that are just you don't really see a lot. Ooh, did you see something going on right there, Chris? That would be the 53 machine.
That is the 53.
That's Bill Hells.
Bill Hells, yes.
They should be putting him a lap down right now. That's why he might be racing them so hard.
Is Josh Susie still out on the track? Has not come down pit lane so far. Wonder what's going on in this 81.
Maybe he was holding them up for Kyle McCarthy to come through. And look at that. I think he's going to go down. He was literally waiting for Kyler to get there, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I guess I just read that wrong. Oh, no. Oh, no. 99 might have some front-end damage from that one.
Yeah, the 99 with a big shunt there to the wall.
That could be bent toe link, Chris. You just got to see how that is. Or whatever they're called on these new race cars. Tie rod end.
So let's see if the 81's going to go ahead and decide to pull it down pit lane.
He ain't coming
now.
down pit road. Trust me. That boy is going to stay out until there ain't no gas in it.
Like I said, losing a lot of time is the...
I mean, heck, at this point, if they were to pit, some people might come down pit road again. I mean, but it's only, I don't know, they wouldn't. There's no way. They would have to want to stay back on the lead lap.
Right now, Ken Baum Jr. is only 14 seconds off of that 81. So that's only, let's see, he's coming into turn 2 right now, so it's only a back straightaway and a half a corner away.
Like Matthew Fitz was getting in the wall there, saw a little bit of blink there as well from, what machine is that? That's the, is that the 68 of George Wood?
Yes, that's the 68 of George Wood.
Okay, as I say, I saw it said 88, and then I was like, that's not William Brown. I almost called him William Brown earlier, actually, because I thought it said 88. So, okay, there we go. There is George Wood's race car. So, nice to see that race car out there. I just like having new drivers out there. It's good to see new names, new faces. And, hey, for your first race, you hate to be running in 23rd, but at least we're still rolling, got the nose clean, and getting some experience down. You just got to clock in the experience, and when you race these new leagues, sometimes you can come in and make a splash. Sometimes you just got to find your momentum. And when you come into a track like Darlington, it's especially one of those things you just got to put your hands up like, I don't want to mess anything up. But not wanting to mess anything up, caution! Caution is out. Something has happened. Michael Zuver.
See if we can go back and see what happened. Oh, just got
loose off corner.
Let's see if he... Oh, big smack to the tail end there.
And he also had the wheel turned when he hit the wall. You know what that usually means. Right on board with him. He shifts down. Did a good job at saving it, but... I mean, wasn't as big of a hit, but the wheel was definitely turned when he hit the wall. We'll just have to see if there is definitely some type of alignment issue there, but... You get lucky a lot of times in this game with the alignment issues. It doesn't look like it, though. You can see him wiggling the wheel trying to find out. And it's not one of those things we can really tell unless we saw his steering wheel fully. But I'm not sure. As it looks like Susie will be the only one that comes down pit road, Chris. But he'll have fresh tires now. And, actually, AJ Green's coming down pit road.
So wonder if AJ Green not liking something in his setup. Colin McCarthy
and Nilgees and Nick Cannon. Yeah, but won't this now keep them...
Zuber just missed pit lane. Oh, that's going to be a black flag. He just missed pit lane.
Will they still be a lap down to Susie?
Don't know.
Like the people that pitted? I'm confused. I haven't done pit strategy in so long, Chris, that every time we start talking pit stop strategies and then you throw lappers into it, man, that's like speaking Chinese to me. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this pit cycle.
It should cycle the field back out. Yeah, we're all from Ken Baum Jr. in the lead all the way down to 15th on the lead lap, so we should be good. Said Ken Baum. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get Ken Baum Jr. up here in the booth and have a word with him during this caution. If I can get my mouse. Ken Baum Jr., Chris and Josh up in the booth. You got a moment?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, well, we just saw you retake the lead here after Susie staying out there on those tires what felt like an eternity. But, hey, you've taken the lead here, I should say. Up 13 positions. How's the car feeling, and what you going to get going here on this this green flag run, hopefully, to get yourself separated from the field?
Oh, the car feels good. I just need to continue to try to save my tires. I didn't want to waste one of the sets of tires on this caution, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, Ken, you've looked great so far, man, and looking good out there in that number 2 machine, and hopefully we'll be talking to you here in a little bit. Let you get back down there, get in the zone, and good luck on this restart here, buddy, and in the rest of the race.
Thank you. I hope to talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. And that was Ken Baum Jr. Thank you again for letting us bring you up for a moment. I know what it's like when you're racing like this, and you get drug up into the lobby. Sometimes you're just like, oh, man, I was in the middle of talking to my team or something, so we do appreciate it. We know we got a couple of drivers that have said that they're more than welcome to be brought up. So yeah, we'll definitely get to some more drivers here if we have some more cautions tonight and see what everybody's thinking. But we do, and again, appreciate Ken Baum Jr. for being our first caution interview of the season so far from us up here in the booth. But hey, a great race from him so far, and Kevin Click as well, because I got to say, he has done an excellent job. We said sneaky fast earlier. He is up into 2nd position. Kip Easley as well, going to be in 4th with AJ Green rolling in that outside lane. And AJ should be on fresh tires, shouldn't he? Yeah, he will be. So this should be an easy pass here for AJ Green.
Yeah, but we'll see how Ken Baum and Kevin Click manage this restart. Now we've got two terrible drivers up here. AJ Green also, well, I say also, he is a Sparkle Unicorn driver, so he is up here by himself right now. His teammates Nick Cannon, Lucas Nilges, William Brown, about 3 positions behind him. So if he's got any help behind him, it's behind him. So right now he's gonna have to see if he's got what it has under that car to get up here and mess with Ken Baum and Kevin Click. But like you said, Josh, not coming down pit lane. This is gonna be interesting to see. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and go around at least one more time. We were lined up there for the green flag, but it does look like the pace lights went back on, but they are off now. Ken Baum, Kevin Click now lined up in that first and second. But like I was saying, Josh, the two drivers up here, see if they can block some momentum away from AJ Green, Kip Easley. See if they can keep everybody behind them, and hopefully hope for another caution. But Kip Easley doing a good job of working his way back up here into that 4th position. So we'll see if he has anything to say. His teammates, his up and smoke teammates, nowhere around him as well. His closest teammate is Briggs Swope, currently in 19th position, a lap down. So gonna have to see if he can battle it out for that up and smoke team, or if Joshua Susi, Kyler McCarthy, and the Nitro can come up here and start battling it up in there as well.
So with the pace lights off, the iRacing Mustang is going to take that left turn here in just a moment. And hopefully not any innocent bystanders standing down there. As you'll see Ken Baum Jr. and Kevin Click roll off here on some tires that aren't as fresh as the field behind them. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to hold it. As green flag is out. And a good restart here so far from Ken Baum Jr. Kevin Click off to a good restart as well, as you hear him upshifting there, rolling it off into turn 1. But going to be able to see what AJ Green's going to do on those new tires. You got to get them warmed up, but from AJ Green back, it's all fresh tires. Kip Easley is on old tires, and you already see the speed off of turn 2. The 97 is just flying down the back straightaway.
Yeah, that's what
he should be able to drive all the way to the bottom here, suck right up to the back of Kevin Click. He's going to try to make this pass coming down the back straightaway into turns 2 or 3 and 4. He'll roll all the way to his back bumper right here, kind of get out of the gas, and you see he's able to make the stick.
Whoa!
Oh, and he got into the back of him. Wasn't expecting that, though. AJ Green with a little bit of a hit to the back of Kevin Click, and now you're thinking the 25 might go up there and say, hey, I'm going to block you now. And you're not getting this position as easy as you thought you were.
Yeah, but it doesn't look
Oh, yeah, look at that, Chris. They're going to rub now. Oh, Kevin Click was going to try to apply the pressure, but the 97 able to sneak by on those fresh tires. If he didn't have fresh tires there, I think they might have just got collected there.
Yeah, a little front end damage to that 97 now. Of AJ Green, Kevin Click got a little bit of left rear damage now. So not going to really affect that car as much as...
Oh, Kip Easley just got into the back of Kevin Click, and here comes Kyler McCarthy. Jeez, man, these new tires are putting on speed. And Josh Susi's got a little bit of an evil grin on his face right now, thinking, yeah, those broadcasters, they thought I was going to fall back to 10th. Look at me now.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're kind of with the shoe in our mouth now.
I was about to say, pour the milk, because we're eating our own words, aren't we?
Yeah, we are eating
a bowl of our own words.
But hey, that's why we're not out there on the racetrack. Like I say, I don't, I'm just up here yelling at a screen. I don't know what's on the racetrack.
AJ Green and Ken Baum battling right now. AJ Green making the pass. Oh, and Ken Baum's going to fight back here on the outside, and he's going to really be able to take that inside lane away. That 97's damage, you've got to assume. Oh, 97 is going to drive it in hard. I was going to say, you might assume it could take off a little bit of front-end aero, but maybe it's just going to cool that right front down. Heck, the 97 might have just gotten himself a free cheat code on that front right, getting cooled pretty much for free.
Yes, you see Ken Baum now not able to hold on to that lead lap, so those older tires are just not playing into the factor that he wants him to. Kyler McCarthy now up into that 3rd position. He was able to get around Kip Easley. Let's see if Joshua Susi can hold off Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon all over the back bumper there of that 81. Now it's just falling back just a little bit. But the 81 of Kyler McCarthy is starting to, I clicked the wrong person, is really starting to pull up to that back bumper, now going around the 8 of Kip Easley. So those tires are just not working out for those guys that did not come down pit lane. Goes Kip Easley into the wall just a little bit. That's going to allow the 99. The 88 of Nick Cannon to get around him. And then you also see the 99 of Colin Forrester really starting to make a charge through the field, Josh. He is currently your lucky dog a lap down, but he is just climbing through the field all the way up here into that sixth position if he was being timed.
And it looks like Ken Baum Jr. about to get passed by Kyler McCarthy as well. To go back up on board here with our second place runner. We just talked to him, but we do know that he was on those older tires, and it just looks like he's not going to be able to make it stick right now, but not out of this race at all. We're only at lap 81 of 150. Anything can happen here at Darlington, and it can happen in an instant, so we'll have to see what's going to happen, but definitely don't count Ken Baum Jr. Started in 14th, all the way up into 3rd, so a great drive already from that, so we'll just kind of cycle through the field here for a second. You see that 9th position. That is Jaden Bingaman right there. Excuse me, is that 10th? That's 10th. Sorry, I had my timing over just a little bit, so that 0 looked like a 9 because it had the bottom of it cut off. But that is your 10th position, Jaden Bingaman. He started 23rd. As you see, Robbie Bice, he's trying to fight his way up into that top 10. Started 15th here tonight. Heck, anything, when you start from 15th under, anything above a top 10 doesn't feel bad, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
it might not feel like a win, but it's a really good night in the race car. If you can get, 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th from starting from 15th, hey, that's 7, 8 solid positions. And there's a lot of good racers right there, Chris, in that little Robbie Bice area. Jaden Bingaman, Kevin Click, Chris Lynn, Jimmy Barr, Zarfos, all great drivers right there. Matthew Fitz as well. So it's like, you got all those drivers that are so talented just in that one little cycle. It can be very hard to pass, and we know Robbie's had difficulties keeping himself out of just everybody else's business, We're just going to have to start calling him Nosy, man, because he's always finding himself in everybody else's wrecks. But, this is what it is. Robbie is always like me, just unfortunate. And you can't do anything about it. It must be the Alabama in us,
Right.
Whatever it is. Who knows? But you like to see Robbie running in 12th, that's for sure. As Kip Easley is falling back, man, the 8th and 8th.
Yeah, as I was going to say, you see Kip Easley really, those tires are starting to show their ugly head for that 8th
I guess
machine.
you could say those tires are going up in smoke.
Yeah, they're not liking what he's throwing at them right now. But Jaden Bingaman up 14 positions. As I'm looking, I don't really see any battles going on in the back as we're going to ride on board here. Whoa, is it William Brown? Looks like he was going to head straight for the wall and then just rode it, but that was definitely a different line there. Whoa, a little loose coming off the corner is that 9 of William Brown, so that's going to open up the gap between him and Susie again. But as we see, Nick Cannon was able to get around Joshua Susie and Ken Baum, so Nick Cannon going to assume that 3rd position. So now he's got that 24 of Kyler McCarthy and that 97 of A.J. Green, but Kyler McCarthy is not letting A.J. Green get away from him, Josh.
He's not for sure. A.J. Green is trying, but we do know he has that damage, and that nitro machine of Kyler McCarthy has shown speed all night. So it's going to be one of those things that if you want it, you got to go out there and get it at a track like Darlington. You can't just let it come to you. I mean, you can let it come to you. If the guy in front of you hits the wall, it can come to you. As look at that, Chris, into the top 10, up 5 positions. The Stroker Ace Chicken Pit 28 of Robbie Bice.
Yeah, doing a good job here, driving up through the field, getting into that top 10.
3 wide back there. Sorry about that, Chris. I didn't mean to catch you off guard there. No. I want to say it was Zarfos that went 3 wide down the backstretch, but obviously it looks like nothing happened out of that as we'll go back up on board here with A.J. Green. Chris, can we get a hood view from Kyler McCarthy? Or I'd like the viewers to be able to see what it's like to chase here at Darlington. And you're right up there on board with that 97 of A.J. Green, or no, excuse me, that 24 of Kyler McCarthy as he chases the 97 of A.J. Green. You see they're going to fire it off all the way down to the bottom of the track, and it really shoots the race car up, right up against the wall, and then you got to really drive it back down towards those white lines, and it shoots you up to the wall in turn 2, as you see both of them do that, out of turn 2, excuse me. And Kyler McCarthy's closing in, Chris. He's there.
Yeah,
He's got to pick his time. He's got to pick his time. He's got to set it up, and it looks like he's going to definitely try to set it up in 1 and 2 here. He's going to run this outside lane. He's going to fake to the bottom, and then he's going to shoot it back out to the outside here a little bit. He's really going to just... He showed himself to the bottom a little bit. And yeah, you see he's going to get this big run now here. The 97 moved down just a little bit because of that. I was about to say he had to lift actually a little bit, so 97 going to stay alive for a moment, and he's going to touch the wall. Jeez, man, you see that draft?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
As we're just
like
riding on board
there for a second.
Yeah, as we're just riding on board, so that way you can see the hand movements that's going on. We'll actually ride on board here with AJ Green, see if we can see how his hand movements are going. This is where the tires are going to start slowly falling off. So you're going to see a lot of looseness. You know, you see not a lot of steering movement going on. Going to have to dive it down to that bottom lane, but then coming out of the corner, that's where it's going to start getting loose. So we'll just ride on board here with him for just one more lap, see if we can see him getting a little loose, or see if he's got any play going on in that machine.
How do you get your mirrors to work in replay mode? I can't see my mirrors.
So you have to go into the settings and turn them on. And
I'm in graphic settings, but I cannot get them to show. I have it showing, but it's not showing. It's whatever. It's fine.
As you see there, the 5 of Ryan Broderick going to get past. We're going to go ahead, go out there. Not really seeing much going on in that steering wheel, as I was just trying to see if we could see, you know, just a little bit of, you know, as we go out, everybody starts wiggling and wobbling. But right now, Kyler McCarthy's still all over the back bumper. We're going to go back here and see Nick Cannon.
Third, I was about to say.
Yeah, Nick Cannon is slowly pulling away from Joshua Susi. As you see the 99 there of Colin Forrester trying to get that lap back, but going all the way to the bottom. Yeah, I was going to say going all the way to the bottom. Maybe trying to get that lap back, starting to eat away at those tires.
Could you imagine if we had Formula One track regulations in NASCAR? Like 99 just got a 5-place grid penalty or 5-place finishing penalty.
Whoa, as we go back.
To the bottom. Yeah, Jeremy Zarfos in the back of Matthew Fitz. Not sure if that just happened because Fitz got into the wall and he was following him, or maybe something happened before that they're not happy with each other, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like, I think Fitz just might have gotten to the wall while they were following each other, and he got into the back of him a little bit, because if anything, we would have saw some bumping and banging right there if anything did happen between them. But it does look like Zarfos has some right front damage. If you look right there, his fender was definitely sticking higher than the hood. You can see it right here for sure as he comes around. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the contour of the fender. Okay. You see what I mean? It looks like it's damaged.
Yeah, it does look like it's
damaged.
But
then I guess it's just the way the lighting's hitting that contour.
As I'm looking at the timing right now, I don't see any battles going on for position.
AJ Green is starting to slowly push himself back away from that 24.
Yeah, as we're just gonna we're just gonna kind of do what we do. We're gonna cycle through the field here. As right now you see AJ Green, like Josh said, about 3.5, 4 tenths up on Kyler McCarthy. And you see
Should
Nick
we go to a crank it up?
We can here in a second. You see Nick Cannon falling back just a little bit. You see Joshua Susi right behind them. But yeah, Josh, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and crank the volumes up, get your full screens going, sit back in the chair and enjoy some beautiful sounding race cars, and we'll cycle through the field, get all your favorite drivers, and we're going to take a break here and let you hear some beautiful race cars instead of our annoying voices. So enjoy this Crank It Up. We welcome you back from that. Crank it up. We did have a couple drivers come down pit road. It looks like Ken Baum, Kip Easley, Jaden Bingaman, Kevin Click, Jimmy Barr, Chad Engel coming out of pit road right now. David Smill Jr. and Shane Weldon all pitted under that Crank It Up segment. But none of the lead lappers up here from 1st through 8th have pitted. Is Robbie Bice Chris rolling in 8th position, so he's still doing a good job. Kip Easley was running in the top 10 when he pitted, so yeah, we did have 2 or 3 drivers from the top 10 roll down into pit road there, but
It looks like Chris Lynn is the only driver right now to currently come down pit lane, as I see AJ Green getting passed by that 27 of David Smill Jr. I was trying to say David and 27 at the same time. So David Smill Jr. going to go ahead and try to get his lap back. He will at least get one of them back. But right now, AJ Green and Kyler McCarthy are just kind of cruised out here in the front. Joshua Susi now about 3 seconds off of AJ Green, about 2 seconds off of Kyler McCarthy, as it looks like Nick Cannon coming down pit lane. Whoa, missing the pit stall. Had to back it up. That's going to be some time.
And if you're Ken Baum Jr., you really got to be just a little frustrated right now, man. I mean, he was rolling in the lead, and right as the green flag run was getting good, and then we had the caution, and it kind of threw a big old wrench in it. So, yeah, hate to see it from him. He was up like, 12 positions at one point? 11? And all the way back down into that 11th position. He did just pass Nick Cannon for 11th, so still moving up. We'll just have to see if he's going to be able to recover here after these next pit stop cycles and possibly try to put himself back into it. But I got to say, I'm surprised that AJ Green was able to hold off such a hard-charging Kyler McCarthy. It just shows how well AJ is able to drive that race car. I mean, even with a little bit of the damage from him and Kevin Click making contact. Whoa, big drive-in from the 35 there. Is that the 35?
Yes, that is the 35.
It's Chad Engel. Yeah, that's Chad Engel.
Chad Engel, and then the 38 of Brett Strickler is the one that's right in front of that 97. So the 38 trying to not go another lap down.
Brett Strickler is running a junior throwback. It's supposed to be the 8 car.
Whoa,
I didn't notice it until now. Oh, big hit from the wall there on Ryan Broderick driving that open wheel modified out there.
Yes, I just noticed he was missing the front bumper. Whoa!
Whoa, that was tight.
Yes, I want to say that 35 is on fresher tires, and he is wanting to get around to everybody right now.
Oh, yeah, Chad Engel pitted 10 laps ago.
He did pit 10 laps ago. 9 laps ago. Looks like Kyler McCarthy down pit lane. Lucas Nilge's also down pit lane. On his way out is Lucas Nilge's. So Kyler McCarthy still hasn't hit pit lane just yet, or his pit stall. So now AJ Green trying to work that 38. Brett Strickler trying to get around him.
Look at that pack right there behind him.
Yeah, you definitely see Kip Easley on those fresher tires getting around that 38. Now right behind him, I want to say that is the 26 of Jaden Bingaman. It is. Trying to get around that 38 as well. So Jaden Bingaman going to go ahead and get around Brett Strickler. See Andrew May down pit lane. He's still down pit lane, 17 minutes. So unfortunate for that 22 machine. He was one of those drivers that was in that early accident. Robbie Bice down pit lane right now. So he's dropping back to that 16th position. Right now, Josh, like you said, AJ Green, Josh Susi, William Brown, Jeremy Zarfos, your only drivers that have not come down pit lane.
Oh! That was almost a moment there between AJ Green and that 26 machine of Jaden Bingham, and that was close.
Yeah, as you see now, all the drivers on the fresher tires starting to get around, get their lap back. Whoa, is AJ Green getting a little loose? We'll see how Joshua Susi is. He's about 2.5 seconds, 2 4/10 off of AJ Green, and then 3.5 seconds behind him is William Brown. And there you see the 12 machine, who is a lap down. That's Jimmy Barr, currently in that 17th position. So not battling for position is that 12 machine. Then we're going to cycle back here to that 29 of Jeremy Zarfos. So right now, AJ Green down pit lane, Josh.
What's that? AJ Green down pit road.
And we've seen Susie, he stays out on those tires, so wondering if this is a strategy play. He knows he can go for as long as he did. Wonder if he'll do it again, or he'll see
Let's
that.
see, last time I think they pitted at what, 40, 35, something like that.
Yeah.
45 maybe, and then he stayed out to like almost lap 70 until the caution popped.
I want to say Brett Strickler, he hasn't come down pit lane since lap 35.
So it's confirmed that he can go like 25, 30 more laps, but is it confirmed that he can go 45 more laps? 44 more laps now.
Yeah, because right now we only have 3 cars on the lead lap. Josh Susie, William Brown, Jeremy Zarfos, only cars on the lead lap. So this is going to be a very interesting play. If we have a caution here, that only leaves 3 cars.
Yeah, but look who's in 4th, Chris.
Yeah.
If pit stop cycles do happen again, Ken Baum will reassume the lead. Or did Zarfos come down pit road already?
No, Zarfos has not come down. He came down lap 70. Susie and William Brown came down lap 69. Giggity.
I'm saying Ken Baum is definitely not out of this.
Yes, but like Josh, like you said, or like I said just a second ago, we've got to worry about, are we going to have a green flag run here for the rest of the race? I see Briggs Swope, Brian Pressler down pit lane right now.
Well, I guarantee you if we have another caution like that again, Ken Baum will come down pit road. If he'd have came down pit road, we could be talking about him right now in the lead of the race. Still,
whoa, 81 up into the wall.
He definitely had speed.
See the 12 there. Jimmy Barr getting a little loose coming out of quarter exit. We're just going to kind of cycle through it here and see. You see Ken Baum, currently your lucky dog. If, like Josh said, when the pit cycles do start going down for these lead 3 drivers, he could assume the lead if he is quick enough. Kyler McCarthy right behind him, though, Josh. And then 2 seconds behind him is AJ Green. So Ken Baum's got a couple of drivers behind him on fresher tires, about 10 lap fresher tires. So this is going to be the play to see if Ken Baum can make it, or if he can, if he can get into the lead, and at least if a caution comes out after he gets his lap back, then come down pit lane.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy finish here, Chris. As we're just now at 30 to go.
Yeah, so we should see at least one more pit stop from these top 3. Because I don't see him going at least 30 more laps on lap 69 tires. I wouldn't see him having the fuel for it. But I could be wrong.
I mean, you can already see how much speed he's losing now.
Yeah, he's already lost.
Is that not Ken Baum pulling up behind him to get the lap back? I was about to say, like, I knew I noticed a familiar 2 pulling up.
Yeah, so this is gonna be what Ken Baum needs. He needs to at least get around that 81 machine.
Hey, if he gets the lap back and then a caution comes out, he's right back in the mix to just be up there in the top 5 to go pit with him.
He's coming out of turn 4. We'll see that 2 machine dive it down to the inside lane. He's gonna have the better run.
He should just shoot it, yeah, as it to say, past him.
So that's going to put Ken Baum Jr. back on the lead lap. And then, like we said, Josh, Kyler McCarthy is starting to poke his head up into the picture. He's only 2 seconds back from Ken Baum, so that means he's only about a second back. As you see the 81 machine starting to come into the picture now. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to put him back on the lead lap. If he can get around him, as you see him, he's just going to take that inside lane, going to let the 24 go on the outside and get around him, get that lap back.
I didn't expect any animosity between the 2 Nitro drivers, so they got it done clean, and AJ Green is thinking, man, I got to get back up here and make my positions back up now, because I don't want to, throw away what I've worked for as well. So all these drivers in the top 5, Chris, have all done something to get themselves in this position. We'll just see if they're going to be able to finish it out. I mean, we still got a couple drivers, too, that have shown speed, like Lucas Nilges, and we know Nick Cannon can get up there and run with them. It's just what's going to happen. Are we going to see pit stops here soon under green flag conditions that completely throws what Josh Susie wants to happen out the window?
Woo!
Really, you don't know. I mean, that could have been a caution right there.
Yeah, you see the 97 tucking it back up there saying, hey, man, I don't appreciate that. But I don't think anything happened nefariously. I think the 81 just got loose coming out of the corner, and then AJ Green just was going to dive down to the inside, and they just went the same way again. As we see now, Lucas Nilsey's Josh starting to creep back up into the picture. So with 25 laps to go, this could be a race to the finish between these guys up here in the lead that have come down pit lane.
Hey, I said it at the start of the stream, Chris. We could get a Craven Kurt Busch V2.
Josh, look at this, though. Ken Baum starting to fall off to that 24 machine.
I don't know if he's necessarily falling off. I think Kyler McCarthy's just turning it on. That man's got a really fast race car. We know those nitro cars, Chris, are wicked fast week in and week out. I don't necessarily think Ken Baum's falling off. I think Kyler might just have a mixture of a little bit fresher tires, right?
Yeah, he's on 10-lap fresher tires.
That's what I'm saying. This is where it starts to seal the deal.
Looks like Ryan Broderick on his way out from pit lane was down pit lane for 4 minutes and 4 seconds. So good to see Ryan Broderick at least get back out on the track. I always say any driver that that has damage on them and they get back out and still turn laps, I always give them mad respect. So it's good to see Ryan Broderick at least get back out there on the track. He's got a front bumper again though, so that's a good thing.
I respect them until I gotta pass them and they block the inside lane. Then I dump them and get protested.
Joshua Susie starting to lose a little bit of time to William Brown now. It was about 10 seconds up to that 9 machine, and he's now got it under 6 seconds, or about 6 seconds. He's losing a little bit of time now, but Jeremy Zarfos is currently the last driver that has not come down pit lane. So with 22 laps to go, wondering if Susie's
I just hear tires in the wall. Maybe it's just somebody scrubbing the wall. Man, sometimes when we pick up the sounds of cars coming under the camera, it sounds like they're wrecking, and it's just really the tire sound and them hitting the wall a little bit. Sorry, Chris, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good. It looks like AJ Green trying to make a pass on the inside of Ken Baum. Is Zarfos down pit lane right now?
Yeah, the 29 machine going to call it quits on that strategy. He's going to make his way down pit road. So it's William Brown and Joshua Susie, the 2 drivers that are committing to this, just full commit to it. Stay out as long as you can. 9 wobbling though, so that can deter you off that strategy really quick. If you said, hey, I'm going to commit to it, and then you almost wreck, it's like, maybe I do want to just go down and get tires. But we'll see if Williams just going to readjust, keep the head down, and keep trying to turn the laps, and hope there's some type of caution here soon.
Yeah, as I was saying it, William Brown now 8 seconds back from Joshua Susie, but doesn't look like right now. Kyle McCarthy is 22 seconds back as you see him coming out of turn 2. I was going to say Joshua Susie is coming out of turn 2 as well, so got to make up a lot of time on the track. But that 81, like we said, I'm wondering if this is a strategy. I'm wondering if he can keep it out. We're going to see. Like, I'm watching the ticker now. I'm going to watch Kyler McCarthy compared to Joshua Susie and see just how much time Susie is losing on track. Doesn't look like he's losing too much at the moment. Looks like it's about a second, maybe half a second a lap. As I say that, losing about a second right there just in turn 2 alone. He just lost a second to Kyler McCarthy. So I don't know, Josh. You lose a second, a lap. There's not enough. Or there's too many laps on that ticker for that to be a fact. Well, I don't know. If you lose a second a lap, that's 18 seconds a lap.
Yeah, but that fall off is going to be a lot more here within the next couple laps.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. I didn't take that into consideration. The fall off for those tires are going to be really detrimental here in not too long. As you see, Nick Cannon starting to charge up into the picture, trying to get that lap back. So these drivers are trying their best to get back on that lead lap, so that way if they do have a caution, we can at least have some drivers on that lead lap.
Yeah, that would not be fun to just get yourself called out there, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
It's the 88 of Nick Cannon rolling in that 7th position. Started 19th here tonight and just kind of settling in for a good top 10 run here. Is you'll see Susie still just kind of just hanging out. He dropped another second there, but I don't know, man.
As I'm
We're
watching
coming up to 15 laps, and if
yeah.
he's only dropping the second lap, Chris, I mean, if he's got enough fuel, I mean, it's either going to be a Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch V2 like I called at the start of the stream, or he's just going to shock us and just have the absolutely boldest strategy I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hey, I'm not one to knock a strategy, and this strategy definitely looks like it's playing out. I'm watching it. He did not lose really any time. That turn is, yeah, as I'm watching it, he only lost about a second. Oh, as you see him getting really loose coming out of corner, this could slow him down just a little bit. But hey, like I said, Josh, if this strategy does work, this is going to be one hell of a strategy.
Definitely wouldn't be one hell of a strategy as you see that 38 machine pulling up to the outside of Joshua Susie and passing him down the back straightaway. Brett Strickler, that is, and then you see Briggs Swope as well. Or excuse me, that's not Briggs Swope. That is the 67. That's Brian Pressler.
As I'm watching right now, yeah, he's got it down to AJ Green was able to pass him. As I saw it, yeah, I saw the ticker just light up. Whoa, as you see AJ Green getting loose. So now they've got about a 15-second gap to I don't know, Josh. I'm kind of doing the math in my head here, and I'm not really good at doing math in my head, but I'm gonna say that by lap 7 or 8, if we stay green flag this entire time, that's when Josh Susie is gonna start having to really start.
I mean,
worrying.
He's losing time now fast.
Yeah, he's now down to 14 seconds. That's what I'm saying. I just don't see it going the whole race. But I have been proven wrong before.
He's only 10 seconds away from William Brown.
Yeah, but
William Brown's lost one bad time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, William Brown was only 2 seconds behind him. He's lost about 8 seconds, so.
Zarfos just poured it down pit road and hopped out the race car.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Just maybe thought, you know what? This is not going to be my night. I'm just going to go, whoa! As I see the 99 of Colin Forster making contact with the 67 of Briggs Swope. Excuse me, the 28 of Robbie Bice.
67 is Brian Pressler. 57 is Briggs Swope. I made the same mistake about a lap and a half ago, trust me.
Yeah, so, yeah, you saw a little bit of contact there from those two drivers, but, man, Josh, now 10 seconds. They're, well, 11 seconds now between him and William Brown. 13 seconds between Joshua Susie and AJ Green. So this is where it's going to start coming into play. Like I said, should be seeing it here about lap 7.
He had to back off a lot right there.
Yeah, he did. He had to back off a lot.
And look at all these lap cars coming up to him. This is really going to slow him down.
9 laps to go. So let's see if that 81 machine has anything left in that tank, if he's just been saving and just trying not to use his stuff up. But you see now, Josh, William Brown being caught from that 97 and that 24 of Colin McCarthy. Excuse me.
And it's a 12-second gap to the leader of Joshua Susie, so if they're able to dispatch of this 9 machine pretty easily, which they are, they get past him pretty quickly. And they're going to just roll it off into turn 3 and 4. And they've got to work together here if they want to try to go up here, but they can't. It's Colin McCarthy and Joshua Susie. They're teammates. So is he going to work with AJ Green here? Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, this could be a 1-3 finish for that Nitro team, or it could be a 1-2 for him. It's just going to have to see if that 24 could get around that 97, or if AJ Green can hold off that 24. That's going to be what we see. But right now, if Kyler McCarthy, what I'm seeing is if Kyler McCarthy could get in front of AJ Green, he could potentially slow him down to where he couldn't catch him. But right now, AJ
I
Green,
just realistically don't think they're going to catch him at all.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. We've got seven laps to go. There's still a 10-second gap between him and that 81. I'm wondering if this 81 machine just sat on the track all day and just turned laps and turned laps and turned laps. You can get used to driving old tires. Like, you don't understand it, but you can get used to driving those really crappy tires. So if you just don't overexert the tires and just kind of do a conserve mode, you know, those last 10 laps that the other drivers have already used off of their tires, he still has them. So he could potentially stay up in here. But now it's 9 seconds. AJ Green is now 9 seconds off of Joshua Susi. So let's see if Kyler McCarthy has anything to say to him. If, like I said, if Kyler McCarthy can get in front of AJ Green, I can see him blocking him, and just that's it for Susi. Susi wins. But if AJ Green can stay in front of Kyler McCarthy, he could potentially chase him down with 5 laps to go. As I say that, the 97 AJ Green getting into the wall.
And that's going to open the door for the 24. He's not going to make it stick, though. Oh, contact! He's going to move him. A little bit of a bump and run from the 24.
And the 97 is not happy. You saw that wiggle.
You can see him wiggling it in the wheel.
You can see
He's
the
coming
wiggle.
back at him. He's coming back at him for sure. William Brown down pit road.
Nina William Brown down pit road. Just going to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. Say, you know what? It's been a fun race up here, but I'm going to go ahead and just get those tires. Let's see. We're gonna watch this race for position right now. Currently, your only battle for position on the track that is in the lead lap. So Joshua Susi still 6.5 seconds up to Kyler McCarthy, but he's got a couple of lap cars in between him. See if AJ Green has anything left in the tank. See if he can do that one last swing and get back into that second place. But yeah, I just don't see it. I see that 97 starting to lose a lot of speed to that 24. But look, Josh, look up in front of them. There's only one car. They're only 5 seconds in between them now.
Yeah, but they're coming to the white flag this next time by.
Man.
I mean, it would literally take Susi just absolutely losing the car here in 4.
Well, Susi, I'm going to say it now, man. You're making me eat my words, buddy. Making me eat my words.
Runs out of gas on the front stretch.
As we see, I want to say that's Robbie
White
Weiss
flag.
down on the bottom. So, white flag is out.
This race is official. Next flag will end it. And if you're the 81, you're hoping you see the checkered here. I'm not sure. He should be good on gas. I mean, obviously. He's rolling. 3 seconds, but it's not going to matter. If he can just get out of turn 3 and 4 comfortably, he should just be able to coast to the finish. That's what he'll do. Out of turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in hand from the flagman. And it's going to be Joshua Susi, the 81 Nitro machine, taking home the checkered flag here. Darlington Raceway. What an awesome, awesome win from that Nitro driver of Joshua Susi. And his second place compadre, teammate Kyler McCarthy, with AJ Green in third. So that's your top 3. Be interesting to hear what McCarthy and AJ have to say about that bump there going into turns 3 and 4. As you'll see, the 3 Nitro drivers right there. Jaden Bingaman telling him, "You're lucky I gave you a night off, buddy." As we'll watch Joshua Susi, and I'm assuming the Nitro guys usually do, put on a show down here on the front stretch and absolutely beat up that 81's machine after a well-deserved win, man. A great strategy from that Joshua Susi machine, as that Chevy just looked like it was on rails all night, man. I mean, you know, he had an interesting pit stop that at first I was like, oh yeah, he's going to cycle back to 10th, blah, 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 and then you saw what happened. Pit cycle happened, or the caution happened. He got the pit cycle he wanted, and man, he just made it work. So a great drive. And Chris, if you've got the finishing order up while he does that Alan Kwiecki Polish victory lap, we'll go ahead and get the finishing order through, and we'll get your driver interview started here in just one moment. All right, and obviously, finishing this race in P1, Joshua Susi, as he rolls around the track, waving at the virtual fans. That number 2 position, that second place position, going to go to that number 24 machine, Kyler McCarthy. So Nitro 1-2 here tonight, with AJ Green finishing in 3rd. Lucas Nilge is going to finish 4th, with Ken Baum Jr. in 5th. Nick Cannon going to finish in 6th, with Jaden Bingaman 7th. Kip Beasley 8th, Matthew Fitz 9th. Kevin Click in 10th, with William Brown in 11th. 12th going to go to Jimmy Barr, with 13th going to Chris Lynn. David Smill Jr. 14th, Robbie Bice 15th. Chad Engel 16th, with Colin Forrester 17th. Briggs Swope 18th, Bill Hells 19th. Brian Pressler 20th. Don DeGroot 21st. Brett Strickler 22nd. Ryan Broderick 23rd. Jeremy Zarfos 24th. Shane Weldon 25th. Again, George, sorry for not noticing you earlier in the stream, buddy, but again, welcome to the league. He's going to finish 26th here tonight. Andrew May going to finish 27th. Michael Zuber 28th. And rounding out your field here tonight will be that 51 machine of Steve Strittmatter. The 81 is just going to drive around the track, letting everybody know, hey, I can keep going. I have gas for days. What a great job there again from Joshua Susi. We'll get to your post-race interviews here in just one moment. I don't even have my Discord open on my second monitor. I don't even know if they're all ready yet. Does look like we are waiting for our drivers in the interview queue. We do have Susi and McCarthy. Let's see. We'll go ahead and bring up that 81 machine of Joshua Susi. What'd you say, Chris? Okay, sorry about that. We were having a little bit of frame drop issue there, so if you didn't hear me, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the race winner, Josh Susi, and have a word with him. Joshua Susi, Chris and Josh up here in the Full Throttle booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, I got you.
Man, oh man, well, me and Chris said it. We took a big old bowl of shut up, because we were saying on that first time that you made the pit strategy extend all the way to that caution that how he was going to cycle back. We didn't think you were going to make it work, and then all of a sudden you came back and you clearly made it work. I mean, first place here tonight, man, and an awesome strategy. It's almost like you knew there was going to be a caution coming, and you played it right. Take us through tonight, man, and again, congratulations, and awesome job from that 81 machine.
I appreciate it. My dumbass went and raced the 99 like it was 10 to go the first 30 laps of the race and burned the hell out of that right rear tire. And, you know, I was like, I'm already falling back here. Even if it does go green and I'm going to give up a lot of positioning here, screw it. I'm going to try to one-stop it. And, you know, end up having that yellow, which was fortunate. Well, potentially, because I don't know how it would have played out otherwise. And then, yeah, cycled out 5th. I was watching the fuel. I was like right on it, especially with that extended lap for the wave rounds. I had to save a little bit, but I was like right on it. I really had to control my pace and throttle through the whole run. So that definitely helped take care of the tires, just because you know you're going long right from the beginning, and I didn't know how it was going to work out with the people pitting. But I found a number that I wanted to keep hitting over and over and over and over that seemed to be just fast enough that if they were to be able to maintain the pace, like they'd still be about a second behind me at the checkers. And that's not counting any fall off on their part. But thankfully it was just enough. I made sure to super save the last 3-4 laps just to be safe. I wanted to be able to do a burnout, not just run out crossing the line. And you know, had a couple close calls with some lap traffic that killed some lap time that made me have to really calculate down the straightaways, and gives you a little bit of a headache trying to be driver, crew chief, and everything else all at the same time, and you're the only one running the strat on the team.
Hey, well, you ran it to perfection, Josh. It was definitely one of those things, like we said, when we thought it was going to go green there pretty much the whole race. We were thinking, man, this guy's crazy. He's going to get out there and get himself in a position he ain't going to be able to recover from. But you definitely showed the experience. Like you said, just throwing out the Hail Mary there, and hey, it came back, and you scored the game-winning touchdown, we'll say. But Susi, if you've got any final words, final thoughts, shout-outs, or anything you want to throw out there before we let you get out of here, we'll let you get them out. We'll let you get on your way and celebrate this race win here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank Nitro Setups. This thing was a rocket. I made a couple tweaks. We saw how quick it was on the short run, and that's not really what you want to do here at Darlington, but especially in the long run. Kyler really showcased that in that first run. If you're just disciplined to take care of it, how stout it can be, and then I was able to replicate that in this last run. So big shout out to them, all the teammates. Good communication as always. Great turnout for Darlington, 29 cars strong, and only have like 3 cautions, I think, if that. There's a hell of a showing for the league in general. Everyone should definitely be proud of that. Uh, and this is kind of like a unicorn week. I don't know what's going on. I won Monday, Tuesday, and tonight in my leagues, and that never happens. So I think I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket and retire because that's probably never going to happen again. But give a shout out to the wife and the kids and everyone that showed up tonight. And you guys, as always, putting on a great broadcast. I'm sure it'd be really interesting to go back and listen to what you were thinking about, what you thought was stupid at the time, and then what everyone else was doing and lap times and all that stuff. So it's always a pleasure watching you guys. And I'm still undecided if I'm going to run next week or not, with it being a non-points race. And I don't know if it's really worth the aggravation, but we'll see. If I do, I'll see you then, hopefully. And if not, I hope to see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Well, hey, again, congratulations, Josh. Thank you again for taking the time to have a word with us. And again, congratulations. We'll see you next week, hopefully. If not, in 2 weeks.
All right, appreciate you, boys.
Yes, sir. And that was Josh Hussey. We've had AJ and Collar down there in the interview queue for a second, so either they're throwing fisticuffs in that channel right now, or they've made the bend. So we'll bring up Colin McCarthy. We'll see what he's got to say about his finisher tonight, and have a word with that Nitro driver. Kyler McCarthy, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear, boys.
Hey, man, that Nitro 24 machine rolled off the grid here fourth tonight, and you guys maintained a solid pace, was able to keep yourself up there in that lead pack. There for a moment, it looked like you were going to have maybe a possibility, but it looks like Joshua Susi was just able to keep just that insane long run and just edge it away there at the end. But hey, Kyler, again, great run, man, and take us through here tonight. And there towards the end, a little bit of a rubbing there between you and AJ Green. Just take us through that last little bit there, that action, and how you feel coming home P2 tonight.
Yeah, overall solid night to the race. You know, starting P4 and ended up P2. Needed a couple more laps to run Susie down, and because we were definitely better on fuel than he was. As far as that battle with AJ, that was fun. I caught the 99 there, kind of a bad spot and won, and gave up, you know, a good chunk of ground to him. But overheated both right side tires, first the right front, then the right rear. So let him cool back down and rechanged, you know, the line into turn 1 and turn 3, and just dug after it. I knew it was going to be a battle for him, because it was for potentially the win if Susie didn't make it. So he ran me hard, he ran me clean. I appreciate that. You know, so but hats off to all these guys at Nitro, Susie for his strategy, and Jaden, Smeal, myself, Chad. You know, again, if y'all don't have a Nitro set, go get you one.
Heck yeah, man. It seems like every week you guys prove that if you don't got one, you got to get one for sure. But Kyler, again, man, a great race from you. Like we said, coming home in that second position. But if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout-outs, anything before we let you get out of here, you can go ahead and put them out, and we'll let you get on your way and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.
Yeah, shout out to all my teammates, Susie, Jaden, Smeal, Chad, everybody at Nitro for building these sets, Clayton, Russ. Again, Russ is still in our thoughts and prayers from, you know, his wife passing away. Shout out to my friends watching, Carrie, AJ, and Jennifer. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And thank y'all for the broadcast, man. Appreciate what y'all do.
Thank you, Kyler, for the kind words, man. And again, congratulations on that second place here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Sounds good, boys. Y'all have a good one.
You as well. And that was Kyler McCarthy. Going to go ahead and bring up AJ Green, our final interview of the night. AJ Green, Chris, and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
I hear you.
Hey, man, sorry about that little bit of that wait there, but hey, you had a great race here tonight. AJ started in that third position, and you really put it to him here tonight. And it seems like, though, towards the end there, a little bit of that contact with Kevin Click there. Maybe a little bit of damage. Not too sure how it was feeling from your end, but we did see some hard racing there between you and McCarthy there at the end for that second place position, a good show. But AJ, take us through. Do you think you had just a little bit more left in the car? Do you think it was just one of those things that a little bit of tire deg might have caught up to you that might have spoiled the night? I'm maybe seeing that 97 could have been in victory lane if we'd have had a different case, or different turn of scenarios here.
Yeah, that tire degradation real caught up. I was pushing it, trying to catch Jake and trying to close the gap between me and Joshua. Uh, he got saved on the long run. Caution came out, everybody pitted, and he got that lucky break, and that really helped him. Uh, and then the damage with Kevin, and then I got more damage. I slammed the right. I bent the toe link at a 2, and that didn't help my case for the last stint. And that's what I was really struggling with. I maybe could have caught Joshua without it, but uh, I was turning too much, and I was just burning the right front up.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely know it's one wrong smack here at this track, and your night could be pretty much over for. But way to battle through that, man. I definitely know it's one of those things that it would annoy me as soon as my wheel goes like a degree over. I'm already tilted and want to alt F4. So I definitely know what it's like to keep that composure and keep going. But man, you hate to have a little bit of adversity go your way. You've been showing a lot of strength here within the last couple weeks. Hopping back in and driving in the full throttle league. But hey, do you think next week you're going to be able to pick it back up, keep it going, or are we looking forward to maybe 2 weeks since next week's not a points paying race?
Oh, I mean, the next week I think it's North Wilkesboro. Uh, I love that track, so I'll definitely be up front there and hopefully racing for the win. And I expect to be up front most of these races, so hopefully that win's coming soon.
Heck yeah, man. Well, it's looking like it. That 97 Toyota's been wicked fast here the past couple weeks, and we're excited to see you coming into Wilkesboro, like you said, saying you're going to be up there in the front. And hey, we're expecting to see it now. But hey, AJ, if you got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you get out of here tonight, you're more than welcome to throw them out there. We'll let you get on your way and get back to tuning on the race car.
Yeah, shout out to Team Sproker Unicorn. I joined their team last week. Shout out to you guys in the booth, and shout out to Kyler. We raced clean for the last couple stints, and it was just fun, hard racing.
Heck yeah, man, you guys put on a great show. AJ, again, thank you for taking the time. Sorry about the little bit of wait before getting you in here, but
All good.
we'll be hopefully talking to you next week, and enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.
And that was AJ Green. Well, Chris, it seems like we have concluded what has been an awesome racing night here at Darlington. I can't really put more into anything than that. I mean, that was just a great race. You even heard it from AJ and Kyler there. Definitely weren't mad at each other at all. They were pumped up, it seemed like, for that race, and we were too. That was an awesome race. You got to use the bumper a little bit at Darlington sometimes, even if you don't want to. You got to. It's a hard track to pass that, especially when you're trying to go. You got to go. So definitely saw some clean, spirited racing out there tonight. Hey, I am very excited for next week at North Wilkesboro. Even though it's not a points paying race, that is going to be an absolutely electrifying show. North Wilkesboro never disappoints, and we're very excited to see it. But Chris, you got any final words before we let the fans get out of here at Darlington and head through that virtual traffic to their beds?
Yeah, just a big shout out to Robbie, everybody at Full Throttle, Matthew Fitz, everybody that puts this on and makes us able to do it, and everybody, I would be sitting here for days, but everybody and every racer, every team, anybody that puts on this race, gives us the opportunity to do it. That's what I love to do, and I'm so excited to go to North Wilkesboro next week. That's what I'm waiting on.
Indeed, indeed, Chris. Well, we are very excited to see you guys next week in North Wilkesboro. It's been an awesome night here at Darlington. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Full Throttle fans, and we'll be seeing you next week